Hello nerds! Thank you for watching Generally Nerdy. This is your Week in Nerdom Movies Edition for the week of July 9th, 2018. This week is gonna be a real quick one, so let's not waste our time with the teasers and things. Let's just jump into the intro.
Quiet on the set, rolling.
Hi, I am Bitsy Telek.
Hey, I'm Hale Appleman.
I'm Walter Kane.
I'm Rene Aubergenois. Odo on Deep Space Nine.
Michael Dorn, Lieutenant Commander Worf, Star Trek The Next Generation.
Come and see me and hear me and talk to me and listen to me talk about myself.
Hey man, this is Kevin Smith, often considered generally nerdy, and you are listening to what is often considered generally nerdy.
On Generally Nerdy.
You're listening to
Generally Nerdy.
Generally Nerdy.
Generally nerdy.
Before we get into any news though, nerds, we have to get into this week's sponsor. This week's videos are sponsored by the Photographer shirt. In theme with our New Orleans trip and the Adventures in Photography episode or episodes, depending on how much footage I get while we're down there, the sponsor shirt is going to be the Photographer. Kind of makes sense. I mean, if we're pushing Adventures in Photography, why not push the Photographer shirt? The only place you can get this Photographer shirt is over at teespring.com/stores/generally nerdy. That is the place to get your Photographer shirt. teespring.com/stores/generally nerdy. So go check it out, or just check out the website. You can find the link up there, generallynerdy.net. Now, let's hit up all of that news right around the corner. First off, in oh hell yes news, we have A Quiet Place 2 is going to happen. That's right, they are making a sequel. And I quasi take back my oh hell yes, because part of what made that movie great, I feel like, is the fact that we didn't know anything. The fact that everything was a mystery and we just jumped into the middle of this mystery and saw what was happening with this family. And I'm excited, but I'm a little with some trepidation. Let's put it that way. But to ease some of that trepidation, we got also news, according to Andrew Form, who was a producer for the first movie, not only is John Krasinski coming back, not to act, very likely, being as, you know, he probably got eaten in the last movie. Spoiler alert. So John Krasinski is going to come back to be the director, which is a fantastic bit of news. But the other really awesome bit of news, and this might not sound as awesome, but believe me it is, the studio that put it out is not rushing them. The studio says, you guys want to make a sequel? Have at it. Go make a sequel. And we're not going to tell you when to give it to us. Usually, when something is successful and they want to make a sequel, they say, all right, this is your date, make the movie by then, because we have to have it in theaters at this date in order to compete with X, Y, and Z. That's not happening. They are allowing the movie time to find A, are we going to even follow the same family? B, are we just going to continue the mystery? You know, all of these issues that they need to work out, they're going to have plenty of time to work them out because they don't want them to rush the movie. They want another quality movie. And that just has me back up to freaking 11 as far as my excitement level goes. So I'm stoked. Are you stoked? Talk about it with me right down there in the comments. Next on the list, though, oh boy. Gillian Anderson is doing a straight-to-digital / Blu-ray movie called UFO. She quit the X-Files to become a science teacher, a teacher of some sort. Math teacher. She's a math teacher who investigates UFOs. It's a real big departure, Gillian. Real big. I'm glad you decided to quit one of the best shows on television ever in order to make a straight-to-DVD movie. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. But there's a trailer for the movie, should you care. You can find the link in the description. Following that up, we have more rumors about Star Wars Episode 9. Dee Williams was scheduled to appear at Saskatchewan Entertainment Expo and he had to cancel because of scheduling conflicts. We know they started filming episode 9 very recently. Maybe we're gonna see Lando Calrissian in episode 9. It would make sense because the people who actually saw Solo really enjoyed Solo, really enjoyed seeing Lando. There's a vocal minority that thinks what they did to Lando is bad, but Lando, we've gone over this. We're not gonna go over this again. So, very interesting. Would love to see Billy Dee Williams again play Lando Calrissian, especially in the new, the more expanded universe that we have now for Star Wars. Very, very interesting. Yeah, that's just a thing that we talked about. And then our last bit of news this week is also kind of hell yeah news. It's Howard the Duck. Now, normal people might not see that as such a great thing. I, however, am not normal people. I kind of dug that Howard the Duck movie when I was a kid, back in, 92 or whenever it came out. Really thought it was great. Actually saw it again probably 8 years ago or so. Still thought it was great, considering it was a nostalgia kind of thing. Lea Thompson, who was in the original Howard the Duck movie, is vying real hard to be the director for the new Howard the Duck movie. And there's a quote, so we're going to read the quote, and then there's going to be a little bit more to discuss after we read the quote. So, her quote is, "I don't know, I'm trying to get it done, but I don't know, we'll see, I'm trying. When we made Howard the Duck, there wasn't the CGI, there wasn't the script, there wasn't the Marvel machine behind it, and I think they have a slight appetite for it, since they're drawing him in Guardians of the Galaxy, an appetite for a duck. Duck l'orange." The last bit kind of is irrelevant, but so either that bit about Guardians of the Galaxy is referencing the fact that he was in the post-credit scene in the first Guardians movie, or that is a tell for Guardians 3. It's very likely we're losing at least one cast member for Guardians 3. Gamora is very likely not going to be returning, but maybe they're adding Howard the Duck? That could be cool. That could be real cool. And that's your movies episode this week, guys. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. What did I miss? What should we talk about next week? Let me know right down low in those comments, please. If, though, you want to go deeper into the conversation, there is a website, generallynerdy.net. You've been staring at it on my shirt this whole time, and you can go there right now. Well, wait until the end of the video first. Generallynerdy.net. Tongue twister. Generallynerdy.net is the place where you can get all of the freebies and the links to the social medias and the links to the stores, so you can go get your very own nerdy swag, like the shirt we talked about at the beginning of the episode. Or you can jump over to patreon.com/generallynerdy. That is the place where you can go support the channel more directly. Yeah, there's 4 tiers. The lowest tier is $1 a month. $1 a month really gets you a lot and helps me more than you might think. So check it out, Generally Nerdy, on Patreon. Patreon.com/generallynerdy. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button. If you like this episode, click the like button. If you're falling behind in your nerd news and you want to catch up, click or tap that box right there-ish to the left of my face in order to do that. But before you click boxes and visit websites, guys, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.